laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin, and then you'll know that we can win. With Cannon and Jonesy, everything's rosy, we'll blow the clouds away. We're gonna put on a show, everybody will know, and we can help push life along, 'cause we're original rascals, loving the Arsenal. With Cannon and Jonesy, let's play.
Good evening and warm welcome to another edition of the Cannon and Friends show this evening. And tonight I have the man next to me, Mr. Posh Bertie. Good evening, Posh. How are you?
Oh, good evening, sir. I'm doing great, thank you. All the better for seeing you. You dubbed me on X as Mr. Controversial, although as we get into a few segments, I think we might have a bit more similar views on Arsenal as you might think. So, you know...
I think it's going to be a cracker tonight. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. It's definitely going to be controversial. If it ain't controversial...
As Eric Bischoff once said, controversy creates cash.
Very much so, sir. Very much so. Well, hopefully some cash comes our way tonight, unexpectedly. Anyway, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I've been watching your comments, and I've been watching that little man, Tarek. Do you know what I mean? Drumming it in. How late am I going to be? Do you know what I'm going to do, mate? Do you know what I'm going to do? This is a record. This is a record for this.
You just made the list!
Tarek has hit the list after not even a minute of the show.
I was going to make this my first act of proclamation as the new co-host to put Tarek on the list, but you've already done it for me. So
there you go, mate. There you go. Running his noise behind the scenes before the show's even started.
And yes, Rosie, that is my real voice. I lived in Sevenoaks for 13 years. You get that voice.
You definitely do. And you got the voice. You got the man. You got me. Let's go into the intro. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is the intro of 2025, you absolute legends. Let's go to the chat and see who's in the chat. So good evening to Catherine. How you doing? Good to see Catherine on air. As she says, the chaos is about to begin, and I think it's going to be a chaotic one tonight. Good evening to Prudy. How you doing? How do you feel, fella guns? We'll get into that a little bit later. Good evening to Tarek. Yep, there he was, mate. How many minutes do you think Liam will be late today? He was on time, so you got in on the list. Rightly so. Good evening to Mr.
He's early on the list.
Here they are. The old Gooner gatherings in the house.
He needs a character, by the way. Lee Meadows needs a character.
He does need a character. I'll get Jonesy straight on that one when he's back and raring to go. Good evening to Mr. Podcast himself. He's right here tonight as well. Who else we got? Ah, look, here he is. Bad Malvin. Holy shit, he's on time. He's on time. He's whacked you on the list already. Lovely jubbly. Good evening to the Gunner Nick. Good evening, everyone. Oh, Rosie's in the house. Oh, we fucking away. Hope everyone's well. We're all good. Thank you very much. Mr. Clocks is in the house, our sponsor. Good evening, sir. Hope you're good. Here we go. Carry on going down. Who else we got in the house? Oh, Georgina Triggs in the house, and she's got a superb little clip coming up in a minute. I can tell you that much, guys. Good evening to Luca. Good to see you on, mate. Pete Griffin's in the house. Oi, oi. How you doing, matey? Mr. Ross Wright is in the house. Good evening, folks. How are we all? Thatcher's in the house. The Prime Minister. Good evening to Margaret. Good to see you.
I love that picture. I love and get haunted by that picture at the same time.
It's
Maggie
brilliant,
Thatcher in
isn't
an
it?
Arsenal shirt. It's something.
It is absolutely legendary, that one. I've got to say. But yeah, I think let's scroll down and see if we've got anyone else in that we can see. Oh, good evening to Austin. Good to see you on, mate. Good evening to you both. Good evening to Arsenal Domination.
He's a fellow Gooner Gathering alumni, by the way, Dom.
I'm going to get you to give all their characters.
Dom is Dominic Mysterio.
Brilliant. Fisher Plays. Good evening. He's saying hi. Good evening to you, sir. He's done loads of highs. Hi. Tarek, the day you get me on the show, I'm putting you on the list, Liam. I bet you will, mate. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To the group. Good evening to you all. And yeah, let's go on to our first segment of the day, and it's one for old G-Trig. So there's a message to you in this as well, Mr. Bertie. In this, I'm going to enjoy this. To be fair, let's fire away and let's listen to a message.
Good evening, all, but not to you, Al Smuggo. My usual trigger clip of the week is happy, smug, but not this week, and you know why, sir. So, in the Desmond's predictions, going into the very last game on Monday, I was 8-6 up. Gonna take the crown. But thanks to Everton and Leeds, they've let me down massively, and the King is back on top form again with a 10-8 win over me in the end. Apologies to the fans, I have let you down. But that crown, unfortunately, is staying in his hands, and I'm sure he'll get the trophy out in a minute to remind us all who's top. But, yeah, we go again. Posh Bertie, I hope you have better luck. Good night.
She ain't wrong, mate. She ain't wrong. It's there. Look at it. The
At
pride
least
of
you
joy.
managed to win a trophy, unlike some people that we know.
It's not. Look at it. This is it, G-Trig. I do apologise. She was 8-6 up going into the last game, and I went for a 1-1 draw. Yeah, and got the 3 points, and I got top goal, and I got the top goal scorer at the 2 as well. That was Semenion. So that made it 10-8. It was good night, G-Trig. Good effort though. Good effort, I would say. And Mr. Bertie, you're in the boots tonight, so it's your attempt to beat the old Smuggo.
Well, let's see if I can turn up when the pressure's on this time. We'll see.
Oh, sorry, mate. I just pressed the wrong button. Yeah, but I'm sure you will. Well, I'm hoping you will, because if you don't, that little bottle job might come out.
Well, I'm not the one with the trophy. So if the one with the trophy loses it, then that is the bottle job in a way. You could say it's a crumble.
Well, hold that step. We'll be on to the crumble very soon. Let's have a little see. Any more messages that are in the house? Yeah, they're loving the Dom Mysterio one, by the way. Ross White's cracking up about that one. So an absolute winner. So there's the first character that Posh Bertie is installed. Anthony Herbert's in the house. Big up, guys. Hope you're well. Good evening, Anthony. Good to see you on, mate. Margaret saying it haunts me too, Posh Bertie, but I thought I'd put it up because I won the best character. There you go. The best character 2025, that was, by the way.
Absolutely.
Who else we got here? Oh, Miss Molina's in the house. Good evening to you. Glad to see you on. Hope you're well. Who else we got in here? Ross Santa G, we're not angry. We're just disappointed.
I'm bloody angry, I tell you that. I was on Sunday.
Oh, mate, he's waiting to chip in, isn't he? He's waiting to chip in on that. Oh, hold your step, mate. Hold your step. It's coming. Liam, you look great with a Bertie moustache. We'll go into that later as well. Mr. Brooks in there saying, good evening all. Hi, Liam and Unai. Are you Unai Emery's biggest fan?
I don't know if I'm his biggest fan, but I think one of my many hot takes is if Unai Emery was financially backed the same way Arteta was, and if he was given as much support by the fans as Arteta was, we'd have probably had a bit more success.
Oh, we'll have a little debate about that one later. We'll definitely have a debate about that one. Yeah, so let's click into the next segment. We're going to start with a random one tonight. We're going to go into the Roman Reigns section. So, guys, the old Roman Reigns section, we acknowledge you. Do you know what, Posh? I want your views on this, mate. I want your views on this guy because actually he's kind of made himself a legend for life, hasn't he?
Before I give my 2 cents on that, yes, Dominic Mysterio is a wrestler. Just answer your question there. Yeah, I found this out online rather than watching it live. But yeah, it's mental, isn't it? In like what was the last kick of the game? I think Benfica were going to win anyway, but he put the final nail in the coffin, didn't he? The goalkeeper of all players in the last kick of the game, scoring a header from a free kick. I do wonder if that's going to give Arteta any ideas or Nicholas Jova any ideas. Set piece. But no, what a moment! What an incredible moment! Yeah, speechless. But yeah, definitely one for the Benfica history books. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. They had to score the fourth to actually qualify for the knockout. That's why he went up there.
I didn't know that.
He went up. He went
that
up.
That makes it even more dramatic.
But what makes it quite funny on Sky Sports, because do the old soccer Saturday, where it was Wednesday, weren't it? But they didn't even realise. So when he went up there, they were unsure why he went up there. But the reason he went up there was because they had to get the extra goal to qualify for the playoffs. So massive goal, massive scenes. If you watch it back though from one video, there's a brilliant moment where two players go to celebrate with each other, and one slips, and he the best 2-footed tackle you've ever liked to see.
I saw Mourinho celebrating with the ball boy. I saw that.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Jose Mourinho?
Funny enough, I've got Dom here saying after the keeper scored, I got a message telling me that's why we should hire Jose. That actually wasn't from me, believe it or not. I think if it was 10 years ago, I'd have happily taken Jose Mourinho as our manager. Not now, because I think in the Premier League anyway, he's past his expiration date, especially for a club the size of Arsenal. So I think whoever our next manager may be, whenever that is, who knows? I'd rather it was someone who's up to date with the modern game rather than Mourinho, who's again past his expiration date in the league. But yeah, but what a result it was for him.
No one likes a killjoy in life, do they? It was against 9 men, though. But it was still the goalkeeper who banged the header in.
It's still a good moment. Still a dramatic moment.
Oh, mate, come on, Brooks. I expected better for you there, mate. Expected better from you there. Let's have a look down here. A great result for Benfica, people were saying. Ross saying it probably will give Arteta ideas. Good evening to the legend, which is Darius. Good to see you on, mate. He is in the house. Good evening tonight. He was in the house as well. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. But yeah, no, great moment. Obviously, congratulations to Benfica for getting through to the playoffs. And yeah, like I guess that's kind of set up Marino as well, because I think he's only just gone there, isn't he? So obviously, a big moment like that gives the team a lot of confidence. We're going to move on to our next segment now, which is one that I've just brought back. Flush the turds of the week. Do you know what? Yeah, right. And no, we're not talking about Arsenal yet, Mr. Bertie. Before you start tucking in there, do you know these lot really do my nutting, and obviously they were on the receiving end last night of that Benfica defeat, Real Madrid. Like, when you look at that team there, mate, you sit there and think, Jesus, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. On paper, they're probably one of the favourites to top the Champions League group, but they are through to the last 16 rather than going to the playoffs, aren't they?
No, I'm sure they've gone to the playoffs.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they've gone to the playoffs, I think. Yeah, I believe they've gone to the playoffs.
Maybe you just think maybe Xabi Alonso wasn't the main problem at this club after all. And, you know, for a club as like Real Madrid that wants to, you know, aim for the best of the best, I just find it shocking that they go and hire a rookie in Arbeloa with, I don't think, any managerial experience as far as I'm concerned. When you get that, you get results like this. Yeah, it was a really strange one. But, yeah, maybe Xabi Alonso wasn't the main problem after all.
No, maybe it wasn't. Maybe Unai Emery might be the right man.
Never know. At least he's got trophy experience in Europe.
Sadly, not for us, if I remember rightly.
No, that was his only Europa League final defeat, by the way.
Exactly. It can only be us. It can only be us. Prudy saying Rodrigo was so poor. A lot of people wanted him in the summer, didn't they? But obviously it didn't happen. Yeah, they went down to 9 men as well. It just shows the other side of them as well, that obviously discontent within the camp at the moment. Not good at all, really. We're being totally on the show. Sorry, mate. I've just realised that schoolboy error there. Didn't switch the plug onto the charger.
Oh.
Poor form there. Yeah. So, yeah, like, obviously Real Madrid finished 9th, so they are into the knockouts.
Oh, what a profile. 5-second applause for me there. For Catherine.
There you go. He's got his. There you go. The tash is famous already.
Absolutely. Posh lasso.
But yeah, Real Madrid in the bin. That's their second. By the way, that's their second time this. Now they haven't finished in the top 8. They had Manchester City last year. Do you remember? God, what a knockout game that was.
They did. They knocked them out, and they faced Arsenal, and we all know what happened there.
Well done, Mikel Arteta.
Absolutely, but I'm afraid it didn't lead to anything, which is a shame because that was a fantastic result and one of our better performances under him.
Yeah,
and I actually said that match at the Bernabeu was one of the best all-round performances I've seen at Arsenal, the most professional performance I've ever seen while watching Arsenal. So when Arteta does right, I do praise him. But when he does wrong, I'll say it. So, you know.
We'll talk about Manchester United soon anyway.
Oh, we will. We will.
Anyway, so yeah, turds of the week, truly to Real Madrid. Let's move on to one of your favourite segments of the week, guys, the Alguna section. So, Alguna segment of the week. Obviously, we got another great song. This is quite a random one, to be honest with you. But last Friday, me and him were going back and forward. And obviously, a song just come to my head. So I messaged him and said to him, can you try and make a song out of this? Because I think it'd be brilliant. And I thought, you know what, he might do it in a few weeks' time. Within 2 hours, he sent me back this song. So I'm going to play it to you guys. Let me know.
I've heard it. I've heard it, by the way. So while you do that, I'm going to top up my water.
Yeah, go on, mate. So go on, guys. Let us know, ladies and gentlemen, what you kind of think of this song. And yeah, let's big up Alguna again.
The Arsenal's on fire, we're top of the league. And Mikel Arteta, he knows what we need. 'Cause we are the greatest the world's ever seen. The Arsenal's on fire, we're top of the league. And Mikel Arteta, he knows what we need. 'Cause we are the greatest the world's ever seen.
Absolutely. Take a bow, Mr. Alguna. Another cracking song there, mate. Absolutely brilliant. We will go and see the comments, but before we go into the comments, a few messages to Mr. Bertie. Posh, thoughts on FM26 if you played it?
I've actually not played the new Football Manager, and based on the reviews, I've made the right decision.
Were you an FM fan, are you?
I was until FM26 came out, and it was based on the reviews, not the best of games. Yeah, I have. I've won many more trophies at Arsenal than some of our recent managers. So yeah.
Give the man a job. Give the man a job.
Took Ebbsfleet United, which used to be my local team, as far as League Two. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Back-to-back promotions.
There you go from Catherine, just for you, Bertie, with the old Tash. Let's see what else we got here before we go into. I'm sure I see something else. Yep, 90 here. Looks like Ron Jeremy with that Tash.
Who's that? Who's that? I don't know who that is.
No idea who that is, mate. No idea, mate. No idea whatsoever. No idea. Just a bit of news. Brooksy bringing in. Ollie Watkins has gone off with an injury, which looks like an hamstring injury. That's a stinger. They brought Abraham in, though, haven't they? What's your thoughts on that signing?
They have, and they've re-signed Douglas Luiz as well. I've always on Douglas Luiz. I've actually I have rated him for quite a few years, and I think he'll come good again for Villa. Abraham is he's one to come off the bench as a backup striker, and although I think they're going to need him a lot more now that Watkins has gone off injured. So yeah, they do need a lot more attacking depth because they're getting a lot of injuries. So
yeah, definitely. Not the John Cross, it's Jason Cross, by the way, guys. John Cross is in the hit list later on, by the way, but we'll wait till later for that one. Obviously, he says hello. His messages don't appear to be coming through. So, good evening, mate. Hope you're well. Darius loving the Alguna song. 90 loving the Alguna song. Ross saying I've heard it. It's a banger. Prudy's saying it's an absolute tune. Georgina's saying this is class, by the way. Catherine giving it its flowers. So yeah, some really good feedback. Margaret, I absolutely loved this. I was singing it to myself the other day. Yeah, I was, mate. It was in my head. It was in my head. So absolute cracking tune. So well done on the song, Mr. Guna, Al Guna himself. And thank you very much, mate, for obviously doing that, because I can't believe how quickly you responded back and done it within 2 hours. So fair play to you. But we're going to move on to the Perez segment. This will be interesting. There you go, Posh. Oh, the old parrot, mate.
So, despite our league performance, I was hoping you would do the Perez the Parrot segment because I've come prepared. This is Dennis, after Dennis Bergkamp.
Look at that bad boy.
But as you can see, he's not very happy at the moment because he saw Arsenal's recent performances. What's that? You don't like Martin Odegaard? Well, we'll get to him in a minute. Yeah.
But here's the question, right? Here's the question, right? And I want you to think about this quite carefully, right? Because I was thinking about myself today. I'm very disappointed. I was very angry on Sunday. That angry that I went for a long walk after the game because I was pretty pissed off with the performance. But if I'd said to you at the start of the season, we'd be top of the league by 4 points now. We're the top of the Champions League group by the end of January. We got a League Cup semi-final where we're winning the first leg. And we're in the fourth round of the FA Cup. What would you have said to me?
I'd have said, "How do we do in how do we do in May?" That's what I would have said because it's a weird one. If a non-football fan saw where Arsenal are in all competitions, they would think, "Why on earth is this? Why on earth are people worried? Why on earth are they complaining? It's a football fan's dream." But being an Arsenal fan, especially one that hasn't seen his team win the league, I started supporting Arsenal back since 2007. It's PTSD on the past few seasons, and maybe even pretty much the whole time I've supported Arsenal, where we've been top of the league and we've let it slip. So it's all fun and games being top of the league and top of the Champions League right now. But what matters is what happens at the end of the season, whether it actually means something and we lift up the trophies, because that's what counts at the end of the day. We've had, and look, I'll admit, yes, Arteta has had some good results for us. But since we won the FA Cup in 2020, apart from the Community Shields, but who cares about them? We've won nothing since. So, he's built the team in his image now and he's won nothing. So, again, whilst great results against certain teams, it's all well and good. But it's now time where you got to start delivering. You got to start, winning the trophies.
I've got an interesting one for you here. Just reflecting now. Obviously, you say we're 4 points clear. Look, Man City are the juggernaut, isn't they? They know how to finish off seasons, but I do think it's a new team now, so it'd be interesting to see how they respond. What is a successful season, and what's not a successful season? Like, could we win trophies and it still not be a successful season?
There are arguments that a Carabao Cup on its own or an FA Cup on its own is not enough to save Arteta's job for people like me. I do get that. It heavily depends on how we do in other competitions. But I think the minimum is either a Premier League or a Champions League or a domestic cup double. But it depends, really. Carabao Cup on its own or FA Cup on its own, a lot of context needs to be said on these things. But look, we're not in any finals yet. We haven't won anything yet. It's February, so you don't win anything in February. And I am quite cautious going into that Chelsea game because Chelsea are looking quite good at the moment, and we're only ahead by 1 goal. So let's not assume that is all done and dusted. But
I'm
yeah,
the same as you there. I was very frustrated at that game as well, because I think that game could have easily been 4-1 before it become 3-2. If we're being totally honest, let's be honest. The save from Sanchez is an absolute great save for Marino. If he scores, that's 4-1.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm totally with you. The Chelsea game's a massive game for me. I've been quite vocal from the start of the season. We need to go and win the League Cup. It's the first trophy that will come through the door. It will come through before the end of the season, which will give momentum. And we haven't won the Cup since 1993. You, mate, have never experienced winning a League Cup. Like you've never experienced winning a league title.
the only trophy I've experienced winning is the FA Cup.
Exactly. So for me, they need to get that result over the line next week. Best team needs to go out, and they need to get the job done. And then for me, from that, if you ask me what's a successful season, it has to, for the money we spent, it has to be we win the Premier League. We have to win the Premier League this year. I'm not any other way. We have the Champions League. I'm not going to judge us on that just yet, because do you know what? Yeah, it's nice to be top of the league after 8 games, but it's 8 games. Do you know what I mean? Like, you haven't had to go to Bayern Munich home and away. You've just had them at home. Do you know what I mean? It's a totally different ball game, knockout games. And look, like, nicely, we got the second round games at home, so we've done our job. We've got the perks of having all the second legs at home. But if you said to me, what do we really need to win? For me, it's the Premier League. We have to go and win the Premier League. We have to shut everyone up.
Yeah.
We have to shut everyone up. We have to shut you up, mate. If we're being totally honest.
I would love nothing more to be proved wrong. Honestly, I'd love nothing more to be proved wrong. I'd love almost 90% of the people in the chat who are Arteta in to say, "Oh, I told you so, Bertie. I knew you were wrong." I'd love nothing more than to be proven wrong. But at the moment, I have a horrible feeling I'm being proved right again.
So at this moment of time, in your head, who's favourites?
At the moment, probably Man City. What?
That could change, couldn't it?
It's
That
just
could
that,
change in the next couple of weeks. Though.
It's just that I'm only saying that because we have a tendency to bottle it, to crumble, as that will come up in a minute. And I'm not saying that this team are the favourites, but you can't rule out Aston Villa in being in this race. They're a dark horse at the moment.
Well, they're in the race, mate. Let's be honest. I've said it on previous shows. They're in the race. Until they're not in the race, they're in the race. DWT, good evening, mate. Good to see you on. Hello. Good to see you on, mate. Good evening to Judy Allen. Good to see you on. Who else we got on? Let's see with the comments. Got to keep. Jude says, "Got to keep the faith." Posh. Prudy, Posh, get your parrot out.
Is that what do you mean by that? Hang on a minute. What stream are you watching?
Going to Nick said, "I've been supporting them since around 94. That explains some people's PTSD. They've never seen us lift a Premier League title." Here's a good one. In the words of the great Ted El Smuggo Lasso, believe. Darius, we have a very good record in the Community Shield, love. We have an excellent
record in the Emirates Cup.
Prudy saying, "Trust the process."
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
Saying that's not the first time he's heard that. Well, I guess that's about the parrot. Good evening to BX Gunner. The time is now. To not win with his team would be criminal. Crossy's back in the room. I'm back, baby. Good to see you on, mate. Finally. Darius is pretty much like me. Premium, it has to be minimum. Sumin's in the house. Good evening, sir. How you doing? Good to see you on. Gunner Nick, for the money they spent, surely Liverpool have to win the Prep. Mate, it's over. Nick, it's over. They're irrelevant now, mate. They're gone.
We can say that now because we've played them already. So,
Margaret giving 100% Liam. Can't remember what I said now. To be fair,
right.
Probably about
the
Premier League.
At the end of the day, they agree with you, so you're all right.
Prudy saying, "I can't see Villa doing it." I bet you said the same about Leicester, Prudy.
I think based on the amount of injuries they've got, I think it might catch up with them. So we'll have to we'll see what happens. But you never know.
Money spent, though, yeah. Money spent. It's quite an interesting one, isn't it? With money spent, like for me, with Liverpool, they should never have brought 2 strikers in at the same time. Like, just a ridiculous idea when you're trying to embed them into the club. So yeah, bit of a controversial that one. Catherine, 8 points between City, Villa, and United. Honestly, what a shock United have been this season. To be fair, the old El Smuggo, if you go back to the start of the season, I predict them for a top 5 finish.
United or Villa? Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember where I predicted them to finish. I can't remember. I'll have a look in May.
No Europe, mate. Like, they're fresh every weekend. Do you know what I mean? Darius only care about us. We need to do our jobs and win our games. Exactly that. It's in our hands at the end of the day, guys. It's in our hands. So yeah, and obviously we'll just quickly go into the Champions League. So look, there's how it all finished. Spurs at 4th. Posh. What's your thoughts on old Thomas Frank?
It would be. I mean, obviously, one of these things I do not want to happen because it's my biggest fear. But it will be the most Spurs thing ever if they get relegated and win the Champions League in the same season, wouldn't it? Like, it would just be the most Tottenham thing ever. Yeah, but obviously, we do not want to see them win the Champions League. I don't want them to get relegated either, because where are we going to get our 6 points from?
Exactly.
And yeah, so that's five of the 6 English teams being in the top 8 there, and obviously us top of the perch, as you say.
And interesting, as we said, Real Madrid, but PSG again. Now we know how good they were. I've only got they only made the group stage. They only made the playoffs last time. They've done exactly the same this time. So
exactly. And Liverpool finished top last season, and they got knocked out in the last 16. So it all changes. So but at the moment, we've had a impeccable Champions League campaign. Our best performances have come in the Champions League.
Liverpool do concern me. I think Liverpool will be up there. I think Liverpool will definitely be up there. Just look at the bottom half. There you go. The biggest shock, I guess, Napoli. Antonio Conte, he's had a mare, isn't he?
Yeah, are they out completely?
Yeah, they're out, mate. Out.
Wow. Yeah, and I'm just looking at like Bodo Glimt, 23rd there. They're in the next stages. Deserved as well, because they held Tottenham to a draw and they beat Man City. So yeah.
The one that was quite frustrating for me, because of Lairy, Marseille went out last night. They finished just under the 24th at 25th. So yeah, a bit frustrating for him. But yeah, there you go, guys. Obviously, still top of the perch. Still top of the league at the moment. Still, obviously, top of the Champions League. The Parrot still reigns. But yeah, we'll move on now and on to our next segment. Anyone fancy some crumble? Before we go into the crumble, we just have to see if any more messages. Jason saying top of the 2 perches. Assuming saying everyone recovered from yesterday's laugh fest. Darius, I'm still thinking about Benfica goalkeeper read last night. Reckon Arteta's trying to implement that. Catherine saying PSG versus Newcastle was the one game where both teams needed to win to be in the top 8, and both teams didn't win. Good result for Newcastle, though, by the way. I'm getting a point there.
It was Joe Willock who scored the equaliser as well.
Yeah, former Arsenal boy. Yeah. Conte's had a very shocking European record. Beer's going as absolutely bang on there. And Prudy, she loves a bit of crumble with custard. I don't mind a bit of crumble with custard, to be fair.
Not a fan of cooked apples though, so yeah, I'll just have the crumble and that's it.
Well, the crumble this week, right, is this team.
You can't say it's not deserved either.
1-0 up, 35 minutes in, only one team in it, and then the moment they scored, they absolutely crumbled. Is anyone arguing in the chat that Arsenal shouldn't be in the crumble list this week, first and foremost? And if you are, take your hat off for a minute, your Arsenal hat, and just reflect back that actually in that first 35 minutes, right, we could have been at least 2-3-0 up. And then literally from the moment we scored, they went clean through within about a minute, which nothing come of it. But the writing was on the wall at that point. Posh, what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. We started off well, and then they scored because it was an own goal. Relying on own goals again. Big surprise. And then that mistake from Zubimendi, which we'll get to in a minute in another segment. That's what started the.
Unlucky.
Take off your Arteta tinted glasses right now. United deserved to win that. We were absolutely poor, and it was. There are certain, and it's not just Arteta that's to blame for that. Players need to take responsibility too, and we're gonna talk about that in other segments. But you can't say. And I don't want to make this all about, oh, I told you so and all that, but I've been warning people that a result like this was coming, because I would go as far back to the draw at Stamford Bridge. We haven't played that great, with the exception of the Villa game, obviously, where we won 4-1. It's not been that great in the league, that is. And I've been saying it, the way we're playing, it's been a bit unsustainable, and we are going to get a reality check. And unfortunately, we got it against the worst team to get a reality check to, because no matter, you can't, losing to Man United. It's horrible. You don't lose to that lot, Yeah. The reason why I supported Arsenal was due to an Arsenal-Man United match back in 2007, where Thierry Henry scored the last-minute winner, first one at the Emirates, I believe, and that's what made me fall in love with the Arsenal. So to see us lose in the fixture that got me into football in the first place, it's frustrating. And yeah, the early signs of the past few years of Arsenal crumble falling back in.
Thoughts of that one, Bertie? I'll go back to the draw at Sunderland, to be honest.
Well, we beat Spurs 4-1, so I thought we managed to the following fixture. So I thought we managed to get that unlucky result out of our system. But I can see your point. But for me, since the draw at Stamford Bridge, in the league anyway, our performances have just, whilst we have won games, the way we've been doing it, it's not easy on the eye, but it's also unsustainable. And you've got Arteta saying, "Oh, we had a meeting and etc. We're all going to do well." Mate, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not going to get sucked into all this. Oh, he said this amazing thing. I'm not going to do that.
Sorry, one sec, mate. I'm Jason, saying about backbone. And obviously, Ross don't speak about Liam like that. Jason?
You just made the list!
Yeah, there we go. Another one on the list. So let's get him on there. Let's get him on the forever big list. You want to see the big old list, mate? Look at it. Starts up there. Scroll down. Look at that. That's a big old list. That is a big old list. So we'll put Tarek on there again for about the 10th or 11th time. And Mr. Cross is on there as well.
There we go. Don't cross the boss.
No, exactly. So Mr. Cross is on the list. He thinks it's harsh. I thought it was fair.
No.
I thought it was absolutely fair. But no, like for me, it's a performance. I agree with you in terms of it's a performance that's been coming. I've watched Wolves at home. I've watched Brighton at home. I've even watched Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup at home. I've watched Liverpool at home, and I've watched Manchester United at home, and it hasn't been pretty. And I know we're going to get into certain other stuff a little bit soon, but for the first time last night, I see something positive in that first half. But we'll hold up with that because I want to talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to get performances picking up now, and yeah, I'm here. Technically, you're not the boss.
Not of this show.
Exactly. Do you know what? Let's just do it.
Get him on.
Let's put him on the list.
You just made the list!
Yep, he's on the list. The Chesney of the show, Ryan, is now on that list as well. So there's another person to add in there. We do not respect our bosses, do we, Posh?
I can't say that due to work commitments.
Yeah. Good point. But anyway, we're going to move on to our next segment, which obviously goes in line with this one, guys. So we're going to go into the Walnut of the Whip section week. So, guys, the Walnut Arnie slot of the week. Who does it go to this week? Do you know it's going to? I'm going to give it to this guy.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Because a certain other player is going to get a bit of criticism as well on another segment. So, yeah, it was the mistake that started it all, that started the downfall in the game. And yeah, it's not the first time he's made a mistake like this either. You could argue that in the Tottenham game, we could let that slide because we were already winning by 3 goals. And but this game, I think that you could say cost us the whole game, because since that mistake happened, it was all downhill from here. And yeah, absolutely deserved.
I do think it's cost us the whole game, to be fair. Like, don't get me wrong. It hasn't been a problem why we scored the other 2 goals, but if that mistake doesn't happen, I think we go in at half-time 1-0. Do you know what? I think we pick them off in the second half. But obviously that didn't happen, and we end up losing the game for it. So massive moment, which was obviously sadly taken from us in terms of obviously the finish. And to be fair, Gabriel, He nearly got to it, didn't he? Like he probably slid in, but yeah. It was a blow, that goal, and I think it was the start of the downfall. If I'm being totally honest, and
can I just say about our performance overall? Do you think? And I think I found this out. One of the ways that could potentially stop Arsenal is long shots, because I can think in this calendar year we've conceded a lot of long shots, and 2 of the goals, Dorgu and Cunha, were from a long way out. So. Yeah, that's just food for thought there.
G-Sam, when in doubt, boot it out. First Royal defending, Rose said.
Yeah.
Thing is, he didn't even have to go Rose said, mate. All he had to do was play a forward pass straight away to Declan Rice.
But passing it forward under Arteta, you get punished for that. you get sent on loan to France for that.
And we'll talk about one area soon as it goes. Posh loves his cider. You're a cider man, are you?
The water today. I'm behaving myself. I'm absolutely a cider drinker, my lover. Strongbow Dark Fruits is my cider of choice.
Oh, you cheeky devil!
Can't go wrong.
Sumi saying shit happens front of the pitch is the problem, not the defence. Yeah, it probably is, but obviously if you don't take your chances, you don't win games. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen that enough times.
We've been doing that for God knows how long.
The other thing I was thinking as well, Posh, that actually is if you look at the 3 games we lost this season, we've been level going into the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We've lost all 3 games, late goals.
And usually we're quite good at running down the clock. But yeah,
I wonder if that's a little bit with like the amount of games and fixtures we're playing. Like take the Liverpool one out because that's just a wonder free kick. Do you know what I mean? But I do think potentially like this is my piece where we need to rotate better. Because actually, he's rotating better this year than he's ever done. But at the same time, like I'm still confused how Eze sits on a bench for 5-6 games without coming on. Especially over a Christmas period.
Yeah, but it just goes to show, it's almost as if like Arteta hates attacking football. I know that's very like tinfoil hat, but it's almost as if he doesn't like. It just feels like that, especially considering how Odegaard plays, which we'll get to soon. But also Eze needs game time because it's a World Cup year this year. You know, we want to see him play for England.
I'd be surprised if he gets in the squad at the moment. To be fair. I think he's right on the brink at the moment, isn't he? Because there's a lot of players who can play. They're on the old Watermelon Bacardi Breezes at the moment at WKDs. I can't say I've had one of them for like 25, 30 years. But there you go. But yeah, Martin Subamendi obviously is the Walnut whip of the week. Should we go for a wet wipe? So, the wet wipe of the week was going to be someone else, but we decided that because obviously They're going to be involved in another part of the segment. We've actually gone for the old boss this week, sadly, and I think rightly so this week. I think he totally lost it on Sunday, if I'm being frankly honest. And the reason why I think he totally lost it was, and I'm going to say my bit on this one first, is that when you make 4 changes in the 55th minute of the game, right, you're literally changing. I wouldn't say not half your team, but near to half your team, which I think is quite a dangerous situation to be in, first and foremost. Like, this is where I think Arteta needs to get a bit stronger, and I thought he was a bit of a wet wipe in terms of the half-time. He should have brought Gyökeres on at half-time. Like, Jesus was having him. Well, yeah, he should have started him. 100% should have started him. But he was having an absolute mare out there, Jesus. And he should have definitely come on at half-time. Like, I wouldn't have made more than one sub because at the end of the day, it was 1-1 at the time. But this is where Arteta needs to get a bit stronger. And I've sat in that stadium a few times and said, like, he needs to make this substitution, but he won't make it to the 55th or 60th minute. And we'll let them see if they can install themselves in the second half. The problem was, actually, that was a big mistake because actually what happened was Man United came out at us and got that second goal within the 55th minute. Look, great goal. It's he hits it 1 in 100 times. That goes in the top corner like that. Do you know what I mean? But this is where I think at times, right, he needs to be a little bit more ruthless. And do you know what I mean? Like, he's made decisions to play Jesus. Fair enough. Do you know what I mean? People will probably disagree with it more than agree with it because obviously it's a big game. And that's potentially what we brought Gyökeres in for, is to play in these big games. But he should have been stronger enough to take Jesus out there at half time, in my opinion.
I was baffled to see Jesus starting because he started majority of the game against Inter, and you'd assume Gyökeres was starting. It's a completely. It reminded me of when Wenger would drop Lacazette for for whatever reason during big games. It just didn't make sense. But when I saw him make 4 subs in one go, he was panicking. It was panic stations. And I've been saying this for God knows how long now. He never has a plan B. When have you seen him, whenever he started using the 4-3-3, when have you seen him use a different formation? Never. To start off games anyway. Almost never. It's just like he only has one tactic, and teams are now going to suss us out now. I mean, I think Carrick got it spot on about to play against us when we started making mistakes anyway. But yeah, it just, when he made 4 subs, I was like, yeah, he's got no plan B. He's just saying, right, get out, just do it, do what you. It's just, yeah, panic stations.
I think it was a big bit. He was so disappointed about the first half. He just went, you know what? I'm going to bring 4 of them on to teach him, to make a statement, basically. But an absolute, that shouldn't have happened. Like, he should have made the 1 and then made 2 more, probably in the 55th minute. I'm sticking with it this week. Going to Nick, Liam, you need to go on a list because I'm spitting facts. Is that why? Like, if you really want it,
you're criticizing the glorious leader. That's what it is. And if you really want it, you go again.
You just made the list.
I'm on the list.
I thought you were putting Nick on the list.
No, I'll go on the list. They want me on the list. I'll go on the list.
There you go, man of the people.
It weren't me that lost the game, guys. I'm just a paying customer. Catherine saying, I think Martinez should have got a red if Victor started. Victor just bullied. That's probably the biggest thing, isn't it? The size of Victor to Martinez, is just literally chalk and cheese, and that's probably the biggest reason why you start him, don't you?
Yeah, and you paid what was it, 60 million? You pay him that much money to start in that game, in the games like this. It's just.
Laura saying, evening, Ross and Nick. Good to see you on, Laura. It's getting dangerous. Tarek's agreeing with Nick. Or they're thinking ganging up will work. Love that. Prudy, but Posh, who would you take instead of Arteta? Who do you really think could take us to silverware? So
anyone that's got like a world-class managerial background and has experience in winning silverware, from the top of my head, Luis Enrique or Hansi Flick. They're the two that are from the top of my head I can think of. I think you mentioned about Luis Enrique once before. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I'm catching you up. I'm on 2, mate. You're on 11. Quite close, mate, at the moment. Quite close. Margaret saying I'll back up Teta, but he definitely is a wet wipe recently. But yeah, there you go. We'll move on to our next segment, which is always a good one, guys. It's the old Mal Baddies. So, guys, we got the Mal Baddies today, yeah, right? So we've given Prudy another chance to give us one of the Mal sporting baddies. So, what I'd say, Posh, just be aware of the old chat at the moment, because there's going to be some excited ladies in the chat when they see this one. But this week, guys, we have got no other than Mr. Red Card himself. Now, I bet everyone's sitting there thinking, who's Mr. Red Card? And you know what? I'm a little bit worried, guys, that I haven't got this on here. I think I've made a big old blunder here, guys. Oh, we haven't got nothing, guys. We haven't got nothing.
It's us. We're the male baddies.
It is, and this is disgraceful behaviour by myself. By the way, this is absolute disgraceful behaviour. But I'm gonna get this up. I'm gonna try and get this up, because actually, I think the reason why is because, let's have a look. It might be easier for me to just send it again. So what we do, whilst I'm sending that,
let's just say the chat are getting a bit ruthless. So
it's a bad one, isn't it? It's mate. I'm definitely going on the list for this one. I'm definitely going on the list for this one. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's whack him on again. Old Smuggo's done a.
You just made the list.
There you go. There you go. He's hit the list again, isn't he? He's hit it twice in 2 minutes. That might be a record as well, to be fair. I'm a bit confused, though, why I haven't got this, if I'm being totally honest, yeah? Because I believe I put them both on here. Let's have another look. I bet there's some restless. Yeah, I bet they're really restless, isn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on there, mate.
Even Tarek saying shocking behaviour.
It's absolutely shocking. What I'm going to do for you guys, give me 1 minute. I'm going to get this on for you. But as we do that, what we'll do, we'll go into the performance of the week, because actually we're going to obviously discuss an absolute top class performance, by the way. So, Mr. Bertie, I'm going to let you discuss this one, because it was your idea for performance of the week. So, fire away, mate.
So the performance of the week goes to the Arsenal ladies for their 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge over the weekend. At least one Arsenal team managed to make us happy over the weekend. I think that was the ladies' first win at Stamford Bridge in a good number of years, I think. I can't remember the stat off the top of my head. But listen, it's a good performance. It's been it's not been the best of league campaigns for the Arsenal women. You know, even I backed them to win the league at the start of the season. 7 years, thank you, Gooner Gathering. But it's a good result. And we have got, we need to win a game in the Champions League for us to potentially get Chelsea in the quarterfinals, I think. And I'd love nothing more than for the Arsenal women to knock Chelsea out so they don't get that Champions League trophy, because we are the only in the land, you see.
Absolutely, mate. Do you know what? You've sold that superbly as well, mate.
Absolutely. See, when an Arsenal team does well and makes me happy, I will say it, and I'll give them the praise that they deserve. And
Yeah, no, absolutely. An incredible performance over there. And to be fair, mate, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it? If we're being frankly honest, like 8 years. And when I talk about 8 years, right, this is quite funny, mate, to be on the show. 8 years ago, it was the last time that they beat that their men team beat us at the Bridge.
8 years, the men team, yeah, absolutely. As you said, 8 years is a long time, and we managed to do it. So, as I said, good to see one Arsenal team. I'm just looking at Nick's comment. Posh backed the girls to win the league, and they bottled it. Won't back the men, and they're currently winning it. We could still potentially win the Women's Champions League. So, you may never know. And listen, the men could still win trophies. And if they do, then I'll praise them. But the women are more likely to win trophies than the men, and we've seen it last season. So,
well, that's the thing, isn't it? They have done it, didn't they? They have done it. What's your thoughts on the manager? How do you think she's done?
Well, I think last season she did brilliantly coming in and winning us the Champions League. I think it's not been as the best as we wanted it to be, but like I said, we are still. I'm going to see what happens in our Champions League campaign with Renee Sleggers. She's proven that she can win the trophies, the biggest kind of trophies with us. And when you prove that you can win us trophies, I'll be a bit more lenient on you than a certain other manager we have. So I'm just going to see how we do in the Champions League, and I think we're still in the FA Cup. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a big blow, weren't it, going out the old League Cup in the semi-final against Manchester United again. They've actually had a really good week against us coming to our ground. So sadly, just to put it out there. Just going to go into the chat quickly because I want to. Obviously, I've missed quite a lot of the thing. Assuming saying as the wife is stolen it, I reckon she did. Now, basically, what happened, guys? I've just realised that when I saved it onto the laptop, I didn't save it under a JPEG. So that's pretty much why it hasn't gone on there. So I have been able to do it. So it will be coming up shortly. Prudy saying, is there a fire drill? G saying, what a royal crumble here. Absolutely. Tarek just wants it to him in number 1 and 2. Catherine saying, is Smuggo just throwing the smoke screen because he needs be right back from the baddies? There will be the old be right back, by the way, very, very soon. Gun and It performance of the week. Arteta for that stunning win last night. Take the steak out your teeth, mate. Catherine, the Chelsea game and the game yesterday. Obviously one.
Oh, absolutely. I forgot about that. And as Schooner Gathering said, big game on Sunday. Chance for another trophy. And if that happens, Renee Sleggers has won more trophies than Arteta.
Moving on. Catherine, first down for Bridge win, and Arsenal have now beat them at each grounds. And each ground that Chelsea have called their home grounds. Tarak performance of the week. Obviously, Carrat for not putting 8 behind the ball. Fair play to them, mate. Not many do that, do they, to be fair? Laura, if anyone would love to see it from a fan's perspective, my vlog is out there. So, yeah, guys, if you want to see it, go to Laura's vlog, and obviously you can see it at the Chelsea game at the weekend. Gunnar Nick, so Posh backed the girls to win the league, and they bottled it. Back the man, and we're currently winning it. Bertie knows ball.
I addressed this. Sleggers has proved that she can win trophies, major trophies, and she could do that on Sunday. We could be world champions.
We will win the Premier League and the UEFA Champions. I think that's a pretty hard ask for any team to do, to be fair.
I hope so. I hope you're right, Nick.
Be great if we did. Be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Tarak, there's more chance of Rangers winning the SPL than the women winning the champs this year. Well, to be fair, there's a quite good chance Rangers might win the SPL. Apparently, I'm frozen. Oh, I'm here.
No,
I'm
right.
here. G says we're partying in May. I hope so. The bar will be partying.
For what team, men or women? Hopefully both.
I love that one. That's a good one. Liam has a halo on his head.
So do I.
I probably broke the internet by resending the Mal Baddies photos. But yeah, look. Let's go back into that segment, guys, because obviously, pretty important that we fulfill the ladies' needs, as I'll say, and obviously give them a bit of Sergio Ramos in their life. So we're going to go back into the Mal Baddies. So, ladies, here you go. These are your pictures for tonight. We've got two of them, by the way. It is former Spain international and Real Madrid international Sergio Ramos. So here's the two pictures. There's number one. Let's go into the chat and see what they think of that. Double bubble. It's a yes from me, from G. Even Jason's loving it. Wow.
I'm with you on that one.
Margaret's off. Be right back. They're all gone. Prudy's gone. Be right back. Rosie just passed out. And Nick, I'm not answering that question, mate. I'm not answering that question.
Get him on the list. Get him on the list.
Not answering that one. Got to keep it a little bit clean. But yeah, there's number one. Here is number two. So there you go, ladies. There's your medicine. There's your Thursday night fix. Enjoy. Laura saying, look at all these jealous men. Rosie, jealousy ripping out of Jason and Nick. Prudy saying, so nice he had to show it twice. But yeah. What's your thoughts on Ramos as a player? Was he someone that you liked?
As a player, he was a good defender, but he had a bit of a temper, didn't he? I remember.
Loved the red card, didn't he?
I remember in the 2018 Champions League final, I think, when they faced Liverpool. But yeah, no, he was a good defender, but as you said, he was Mr. Red Card.
He was definitely Mr. Red Card. Loved it. So there you go, guys. There's Prudy's Mal Sporting Baddie of the Week. We'll now go into our next segment, which is obviously our retro Sporting Baddie of the Week. Actually, yeah. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, I've gone for a little bit of a different one this week because I thought a baddie. I thought, like, who is a female sporting baddie? Who's a badass? Give me a sporting badass, female one, Posh.
I think pretty alluded to it. Sue Barker and Pat Butcher. Two of them.
Pat Butcher.
That's what Rosie said. I completely agree. Couldn't think of a more better. As someone who only knows 3 EastEnders characters, I can't think of a better badass than Pat Butcher.
Here we go. Here's the sporting baddie this week. Ronda Rousey.
Yes. Wrestling star and UFC, of course.
UFC.
Ronda Rousey.
Baddest ass on the planet. Absolute badass on the planet. Was you a fan of hers?
I'm not so much of a UFC guy. Not really an expert on that, but of course I saw her in action in WWE and her debut at WrestleMania 34, I think it was, in the mixed tag match. Her and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie and Triple H, which was actually a very, very fun match. And she lifted Triple H in the air as well, which was fun.
Ross giving it a B right back. He's off. Tarek ain't impressed, by the way. Off your trot, mate. Margaret saying gorgeous. Rosie saying beautiful. Yeah. So yeah, there you go, guys. I thought we had to get her out one week, mate. Do you know what I mean? When you're talking about baddie, she is your original baddie. Do you know what I mean? So, yep, she's really saying she's not my type. She is no Kate Abdo. No, but she'll put you in an headlock. I can tell you that much, and you ain't coming out of it.
Can I just say to Jason's comment saying, you don't seem like a UFC fan, more KFC. You're not wrong there, my friend. You're not wrong there.
Do you like a bargain bucket?
No, mighty bucket for one, obviously.
Nice little mighty bucket.
Yeah. Obviously not sharing.
Absolutely. So there's our sporting baddie of the week. We're now going to move on to our 4K Martin Odegaard picture of the week. So do you know what? Yeah, I want to recognise. I was just scrolling on. This is one for you boys as it goes. This is where the B right back does turn up, mate. The B right back is turning up. Do you know what I mean? But I was just scrolling through Twitter the other day, right? And this woman come up, and like obviously she's I think she's about 44 now, sir. 44 years old. An absolute legend, but she looks as good as she was when she was in her 20s. So I'm going to get her first picture up of her, just show you her. And I think there's going to be a big old sigh of, oh, that's good. That is definitely good. Jennifer Alba.
Jessica Alba, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said Jennifer, I think.
Oh, sorry, guys. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm off.
He is taking his time. You're right there.
Oh, cheers for that, guys.
Oh. Was it a long one?
Pardon?
Was it a long one?
Oh,
not quite sharp.
That's the longest B right back moment. That's the longest B right back moment we've had. I bet everyone's thinking, where's he gone? But yeah, and look, and here's some obviously pictures of her now. Absolute stunning. Absolute unbelievably stunning. 5 seconds for Jessica Alba. And I've got it right this time. Let's go into the chats, see what they were saying. Jesus. Be right back. Ross has gone. He has definitely gone. Darius is liking it. Tarak is liking it as well. And the Herbert's liking it. Everyone's liking it. Even Prudy's approved. Even Margaret's gone. And then G's gone, how long's the B1 back? Liam really needs to take his time getting back, says Catherine. Loving that Tash, by the way. Assuming saying still rather the body. Prudy saying bloody hell, he's been gone for a long time. Laura, don't think he's coming back, folks. Rosie's fell asleep. Great show, Nightle. Gunning it. I could have done it twice by now. I might have done it 3 times, pal. But yeah, there you go. I'm not going to read it twice. I'm going to scroll down, guys. But yeah, absolute brilliant. Absolute brilliant. And as Anthony says, stunning. Absolute stunning.
This is the most active the chat has been.
Yeah, they loved it, didn't they? That's right, got them sparked up. Yes, I'm knackered now, by the way, but hey ho. So there's your little fix for the week, guys. In terms of your male and your female sporting baddies, we're now going to go on to the Kevin Campbell cap of the week. So, guys, obviously the Kevin Campbell cap of the week. Obviously, I've gone for someone who is an absolute legend, who's obviously going through a really horrible and tough time at the moment. And obviously, I want to recognise him first, obviously, in terms of being just a legendary Scottish track cyclist and obviously a former racing driver. He is one of their most ultimate Olympians. By the way, if you mention his name, everyone will know him for what he's achieved in the sport. An absolute icon of life. But for this week, we're going to give it to Chris Hoy. It's absolutely dreadful, isn't it, Posh, in terms of the battle he's facing at the moment and obviously what he's going through.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't say I'm an expert on on cycling, which is of course what he does, but of course I do obviously recognize the name and I recognize how well he's done in the Olympics as well, particularly London 2012. And yeah, he's one of the greats in cycling, and of course what he's going through is heartbreaking, and yeah, he definitely deserves to be recognized here.
Yeah, he definitely does, mate. And he needs to be recognised for all the right reasons, guys, like absolutely. In terms of being an absolute sporting icon, first and foremost, you know what I mean? And someone who's lit up our lives in the Olympics in terms of achieving what he's achieved on the track. So, obviously, we wish him the absolute greatest moving forwards. And, yeah, our hearts go out for you, Chris, and obviously your family as well. Just going to obviously go into the comments. Before we go into there, Laura's asking Liam, has Posh Bertie stolen your Ted Lasso, Tash? He's definitely repping it, isn't he? He's definitely repping it.
Absolutely.
G saying, Sir Chris. Absolutely. Rosie giving it all the love arts. Ross White giving it the fingers up, and saying what a sport, and Ross was saying what a sporting icon he is. Prudy saying Sir Chris. Yeah, absolute legend. Prudy saying felt very emotional when I saw him come up on the stage to give the Littler the trophy at the Worlds, and he was really struggling with his mobility. It was awful. It was horrible to see, wasn't it? When you think of someone who's at the top of their game in their sport and what he achieved, to see obviously how he is now, it's just not dreadful to see. It is dreadful to see. And I totally agree with this. I think, yeah, definitely right, Prudy. Let's do a 10-second round of applause for Chris Hoy. Oh, you're right, Catherine. I thought you said Villa was crumble of the week. Is that 3-2 Villa now? That's
they were 2-0 down as well, Villa.
Yeah. And yeah, loads of claps there. So absolutely lovely, guys. Absolutely brilliant to be able to recognise Chris on the show. And yeah, as we said, our hearts go out to him, and hopefully he's spent some lovely time with his family moving forwards. We're going to move on to the next segment, which is obviously the Ruth Beck's segment, where we've got a picture up for grabs. So, guys, obviously we got a Ruth Beck's picture up for grabs. Now, at present, there was a tweet that went out a few weeks ago I believe it's the Gabriel and Jokeres mask picture. So we are going to decide the winner now, live on air. So let me share my screen. Good luck to everyone who got involved in it in terms of reposting it on X. And yeah, let's see who goes and wins it.
The drum roll.
Oh, picked at the post. Oh, Nicky boy was picked at the absolute post. Someone was flexing their JJs. Someone was flexing their JJs. Nice try. No cigar. Unlucky, Nick. Obviously, congratulations. Yeah, again. Every person's name that was down was who reposted it. So if your name would have been in there. Because I went through it one by one. But yeah, congrats. Yeah, it would have been a fix, wouldn't it, if you won it? Dry your eyes, mate. But no, congratulations to Flex J. We'll obviously kind of get you matched up with Ruth so she can kind of get that sent out to you. Yeah, but congratulations.
And of course, again. I won a prize. I want to give away, as you can see.
Oh, what a clock that is, mate. Was that one of the old wrestling programs, was it?
It was, yeah. I think I entered it. Well, I must have entered it because I won it. It's a Roman Reigns clock. There we
Not
are.
that, sir.
No, it's very
Why is it not up?
Sorry?
Why is it not up?
Because I took it down to show you guys at some point.
Oh, nice.
We've got
I've got about 8 of them in the house. They're not all up, obviously. We wait.
Never short to know the time then.
never got to worry about that in here, I'll tell you. We're going to move on, guys, to one of our favourite ones of the week. It's a pretty poor one, I'm going to be honest with you this week, but we'll do it. It's the happy birthday segment. So, the birthday this week. Do you know, I've got one birthday. And it's not even someone most of you will remember. I remember him. It'd be interesting to see who remember him. I think Sumin will probably remember him. Jason will remember him. All the older guys will remember him, but I'm not sure really many of you will remember him. Posh definitely won't remember him. But do you remember this guy, guys? Brian Marwood.
I've heard of the name, but obviously I've never seen him play.
So basically, Posh, right? Where you probably heard from about, he was part of Man City, like the backroom team over the last, I think, probably up 5-10 years ago. Do you know what? It surprised me that he didn't actually have that many appearances for Arsenal. I thought he'd have had much more appearances. But he only had 61 appearances and scored 17 goals. But I always remember he was our penalty kick taker as well. So, yeah, happy birthday, Brian. He is 66 today. Cool, he is getting on a little bit. But yeah, happy birthday, Brian. Hope you have a good day. But this is going to the chat and see if Pete, who does remember him. Kind of Nick saying, I reckon Liam nudged it. I reckon it was Posh Bertie that nudged it personally.
I'll never tell.
Here we go. Let's have a look, see if anyone remembers him. Yeah, Jason Brian Marwood, underrated, a brilliant player. Ross saying bloody hell, blast from the past. I think Margaret saying she remembers him. Anthony remembers him. But yeah, I think he's one of them that obviously you really only remember if you was kind of around in that era. So yeah, happy birthday. That was literally the only one this week. I see it is pretty poor one this week.
Well, according to Zoom in, Abu Diaby's birthday is today. I remember him.
How's he not on that list then? Because I get it from the birthday list, but Abu Diaby was a fantastic player that just never reached his potential because that injury.
Good player, but just got absolutely hampered down by injuries. I remember, I think it was the last time we won at Anfield, 2012, I believe. It was his return from injury, and he just bossed the midfield. It was when Podolski and Cazorla got the goals for us, and Diaby just ran the midfield. I remember it, but yeah.
Do you know, I've got an Abu Diaby.
He's very much a what could have been type of player, Diaby.
I've got an Abu Diaby top upstairs. It's actually his replica top. I got it because I got it about 10 years ago. I can't remember how I got it, but I got it. But I've never wore it. I've never worn it, and it's just sitting up there. I probably should try and sell it, really, but yeah, it's a Puma kit. That's the only problem. I don't think really many people. It was the yellow one, but I don't think many people really liked the Puma, did they? Really, to be honest, I probably wouldn't get that much for it, but. Yeah, fantastic player. Should have been. Do you know what? Right, he should have been at a level like close to, if not a world class level, if he'd not got that injury. I remember that very clearly at Sunderland. Pissed me right off. And we never see him really again, did we? In terms of consistency. But when he did play, he still.
I think that Liverpool game I mentioned was probably his last game for us.
Yeah, he was brilliant in that game, wasn't he? Absolutely superb. But yeah, absolutely sad. Some women's birthdays here as well. I'll tell you what it is, guys. I'll go from this Arsenal birthdays. But if you go on there, I think it's a Winter Wonderland Arsenal birthdays. So I'll get it off there. So you can have a look if you want. And you realise that actually there ain't much on there. But yeah, there is a lot more birthdays. I think more the up-to-date birthdays are not in here. So Father William's birthday, happy birthday to her. Cordina's birthday, so happy birthday to her as well. And a Rosie, big one, Tom Selleck's birthday. And loved it.
I've got the moustaches tribute, Rosie.
Absolutely love that. But yeah. Pretty much it, yeah, guys, to be honest. And Steph Catley's birthday, apparently. So yeah, Catherine, if you want to run the women's segment of the birthdays, then I'll be more than happy for you to do that. As you kindly said that I'm ignoring it, so you can take over that segment. Thank you very much. Cheers. Nice of you. Anyway, moving on. We'll go on to the next segment, which today it's a good one now, guys. It's a really, really good one now. It's the tributes, and we've got some good tributes today. So, guys, obviously, we're going to do our respect to obviously the tributes. Just looking at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest win, but miss out on the top 8 of the Europa League, so they've got to go through the playoffs, which is quite interesting. But yeah, let's have a look. The first guy is our former chairman, Sir Chips, Mr. Cheswick. He would have been today. 86, he would have been today. Actually, no, would he have been 86? Yeah, he would have been 86 today. 86, there he is. What do you think about the old cigar there as well?
You can't go wrong with a cigar, can't you? And I remember there used to be a segment for cigars. No, I don't really have much thoughts on Sir Chips Keswick. Obviously, I know who he is from being the chairman for Arsenal. But yeah, yeah, he died not so long ago. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, I thought he was older than what he was. To be fair, I was quite surprised. He's only 86. I really thought he was old. I really thought he'd be older. But yeah, obviously, rest in peace, Sir Chips. A great steward to Arsenal, and he's obviously sadly not with us anymore. Now we've got a couple of players. So the first player, love this name, guys, John Dick. What a name, eh? John Dick.
What a name.
He was born in 1877. Yeah. 284 games and 13 goals.
I mean, this might surprise you, but this was a bit before my time. Yeah.
You don't remember him?
Fair enough.
But he represented the colours, which is so important to us. How old would he have been today? He would have been today 149 years old.
A good innings.
Well, if he was live, it'd have been a good innings. Been an incredible innings. And then the last one, Roddy McIchran, 1872. So he was even older. So he would be today 153 years old, 346 games and 0 goals. So I'm going that he's a goalkeeper.
Could be. But I can't say I know much. Can't say I know much about this. He's got a lovely moustache, though.
You sure he related to you? I reckon get the family tree out, mate. I reckon get the family tree out. I reckon there's a resemblance of you there.
Absolutely. Well, I was born in Woolwich, so that does make me properly a proper Arsenal fan. So
there's another thing we found out about you this evening.
Absolutely.
But obviously, as always, guys, with power respects, 5 seconds. These are absolute Arsenal legends. So there you go. Now, guys, now there's go Prudy. Now that's a moustache to model yourself on, Liam.
You talking about the player or me?
Yeah, I think you're talking about a player, mate, sadly for you.
Yeah.
Laura laying the old low blows, so it done what Rangers couldn't and qualify for the last 16. Bit of a low blow on Rosie there. Yeah, who did win the old best cigar picture of all time?
I mean, there's only one winner.
Look at
that. That's art. A work of art right there. And I've been saying, you need to release that shirt to the public because I will buy one. As that meme says, shut up and take my money.
There you go, Rosie. There's a job for you. You sell some shirts. Who thinks we should get the best cigars picture of the week? So the shirt out for the general public.
Yeah.
It's a yes or no answer. And obviously
100% yes.
We need we need 8 yeses. We want 8 yeses. So once we get 8 yeses, then we'll get it. We'll do it.
Just going to make 7 burner accounts and
loads of nice round of applause, by the way, for the thing. Yeah. G saying yes. Ross saying yes. Take my money. I agree with this one, by the way. So we got 2. Just count out. Prudy, we need a segment. Best moustache picture of all time. Absolutely agreed. Deal on. Margaret 3. I think Nick's is 4. I don't know if 10 years. Come on, guys. We need another 4. Are we having another 4 yeses? Another 4 yeses gets the shirt out on sale.
I think Lee Meadows has gone to bed, so I don't think you'll be getting his response.
I would just grow one now just to, try and win it. I can't guarantee I'm going to win it. There you go, Gunn and Nick. I think he was one that we counted. More luck with the girly baddies. Probably right there, to be fair. Oh, Rosie 6. So we're 2 away now, guys. 2 away. 2 away from the old the cigar picture T-shirt going out. We should buy Ryan one, shouldn't we? Really?
Absolutely. You can have it for free. Actually, no, we need the money.
But yeah, Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to move on. Oh, we got 7th. We got a 7th. We're one away from making this shit happen. We're one away. Catherine has made it number 7. We are just looking for number 8.
Says
It's
yes.
over. It's over. Jason Cross has said yes. Eight people. There you go. You've all committed, by the way. Laura's made it 9. And yes, we will send Ryan 1 for free. Oh, well, even if you said no, mate, we're still on 8. Tough luck.
Counts.
Bad luck.
Well, accept your first answer.
Yeah, exactly. But we're on 8. So it's very quiet on it tonight, Rosie. But yeah, we will get the shirts merchandised. On that note, we're going to go into a segment. Actually, guys, I think you're all going to enjoy, to be fair, because it's your time is now. And now is putting Mr. Posh Bertie on the hook. So, Mr. Bertie, you are officially on the hook. How does it feel?
I'm honoured. But hopefully I won't, unlike a certain football team, I won't crumble under pressure.
Oh, he's already going, guys. He's already going. But, guys, I'm going to let you throw your questions at Mr. Posh Bertie. You've got him on the hook tonight. So, guys, what I want you guys to do is obviously conjure up a few questions. I will choose the best ones, and then we'll fire them at Mr. Bertie. But, Mr. Bertie, you've obviously told us you come from Woolwich.
Was born in Woolwich.
He was born in Woolwich, yeah?
I used before I lived in Sevenoaks, I used to live in Eltham, which I believe was where you used to live. I remember you saying this.
Where's this?
Eltham.
Worked in Eltham.
Before I moved to Sevenoaks.
Here's one for Gunner Nick. Will you wear an Arteta face on your t-shirt if we on a t-shirt if we win the league and Champions League this season?
I will, but I also want to wear an El Smuggo shirt though. So it's going to be one of the two, and it's going to be Mr. Smuggo. I want to wear that shirt though.
There you go.
So if we win the league and Champions League, I will happily say that Arteta is a great manager and I was proven wrong. Happily. I'd love to be proven wrong over Arteta, but unfortunately, I have a horrible feeling I'm being proved right again.
Sumin, this is a big one. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes. I like both, but pancakes.
Jason, Posh Bertie, after listening to you, do you take drugs?
I did have to take some tablets for my ear because it's quite blocked. So medical drugs, yes, but not the other drugs of that kind, no.
Prudy just remind us that we're all dressed as parrots if we win the league. That'd be absolute epic. Margaret, what's your favourite player and goal that you have seen? So who's your favourite player and what's your favourite goal, Arsenal goal?
I can tell you my favourite goal, my favourite Arsenal goal, from the top of my head, Giroud against Crystal Palace, the scorpion kick.
Good goal.
And favourite player, it's a cliche, but I'm gonna have to go with the man that got me into football in the first place, Thierry Henry.
Fantastic player. The best.
But if we're talking all time rather than just Arsenal, I'll say Ronaldinho.
Oh mate, I loved him. I mean, actually, you said to me going before air, I think we're going to find out we've got more in common than we think we do. And you've just hit two big ones there for me, mate. Prudy, what's your favourite type of donut?
Any donut that doesn't have jam, because I don't like.
Not jam. A jam man,
no. Not a. I'm not as jammy as you think I am. But no. Yeah.
If you had one chance to watch one game again for the first time, what would it be?
Mainly because whilst I was alive for it, I was far too young to remember the game at Old Trafford when Will Todd scored the winner.
Oh, great game. Great game. Cole saying greatest goal ever, Bergkamp's goal versus Newcastle, and greatest player. But Bergkamp was incredible. What a player that guy was. He's my favourite player of all time.
I always wish that I was born about 10 or 15 years earlier, because I would have seen all these great players and I could have maybe even gone to Highbury. So, yeah. Curse me being a youngster.
Yeah, there you go. Melina's asking, if you could have a sit-down meal with a rival footballer, who would it be and why?
Jack Grealish, because then we'll get pissed.
Great shout. Absolute great shout, that one. Prudy, if you were locked in a room with Arteta for 24 hours, what would you say to him?
I am not going to tell that because I will get fired from everything. So, no.
People saying DB, different class. Sip or skull?
I have no idea what that means.
Just go sip.
I'll take your word for it.
Rosie, thoughts on Carol Forderman?
She's good with numbers.
Very good with numbers. Catherine, Marvel or DC?
Flip a coin. Marvel. Can't say I'm
how did
not
it come
next on
about you
anyways.
watching the Arsenal United match that you first loved Arsenal?
My dad was watching it and I was bored, so I watched it with him. At the time, Man United were the only football team I knew because almost everyone in school supported them because, of course, they did. It was a school in London. And so seeing a team beat Man United, the only football team I knew, was quite this is surprising, and it was in the last kick of the game as well. So I thought I'd be different and support Arsenal, and it was the best/worst decision I've ever made in my life.
Good man. Sip or skull was a whiskey, by the way.
I'm not much of a whiskey drinker. I like cider. I also like rum and coke.
Well, I do love a cheeky rum and coke. Got some Captain Morgan up there, funnily enough. Oh, I love it. Thoughts on Kai Starmer?
I'm not going to get political here.
Yeah, we don't do politics, guys. We should know this. Mr. Ross White, you cheeky little boy. Favourite Robin Williams movie?
Favourite Robin Williams movie? Dead Poet Society, from the top of my head.
Who's the smuggiest of all?
The man next to me.
Thank you very much.
I'll pay you later.
Oh, he's being cheeky now, isn't he? Bertie, Liam or Jonesy?
Yes.
Do you like any other sports?
I like cricket. Not as much of a avid religious watcher as I do football, but yeah, I don't mind cricket. And if you count it as a sport, I also like wrestling, WWE.
Cool. Rosie saying, what's the one thing we'd find in your fridge at any one time?
Rustler's burger.
Oh, you love a Rustler burger, do you?
Absolutely.
What? Oh, we just asked that one. Favorite wrestler, past to present?
Favorite wrestler from the past? I will. Do you know what? I'll answer both and say Randy Orton.
Cool.
Because that's both past and present.
What an icon he is, by the way. Snog, Mario Foyd, Neville, Carragher, and Arteta.
I'm gonna have to have a serious think about this one. That's the toughest question of them all.
Oh mate.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Even though I've been critical of him, I'll snog Arteta, marry Gary Neville, and avoid Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, you don't want him spitting in your face, do you?
No, absolutely not.
Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics?
Probably Summer Olympics.
Gilberto or Subi?
Gilberto.
Landing strip or jungle?
I have a feeling I know what that means. The answer is yes.
What's the best comedy TV show you've seen recently?
Arsenal versus Man United on Sunday.
I fucking weren't laughing at that.
No.
Anyway,
It's black comedy.
and last one, porno name.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Anyway, guys, you are officially now off the hook. That was actually a great segment, by the way, guys. That was absolutely brilliant. I think we did that well. Maybe it's something we can look at moving forwards. Really, really good, guys. Absolutely enjoyed that. Well done, Mr. Bertie. You are now off the hook.
Thank you very much.
But now we're going to go into Rosie's favourite segment of the week. It's the Pat Butcher name game. So here we go. As Melina says, Pat, Prudy, Pat. Everyone loves Pat. Everyone loves a bit of Butcher. Melina's celebrating. Georgina, go on, Pat. Gunner Nick, be right back. 5 seconds for Gunner Nick. As he goes and shuffles himself over to Pat Butcher. Melina's favourite segment. But yeah, it's the Pat Butcher name game of the week. And this week, guys, I want the biggest egotistic bastards out there.
Well, it's going to be me because I'm going to mention I am a name game champion. I have, just put that out there.
What a fucking egotistic bastard he is, by the way. So yeah, let's go and see some of the names. Catherine saying Carragher. Gunnick Smuggo.
Yeah, I pointed at him.
Make sure you're getting all these names because you've got to choose the winner.
Okay, absolutely.
You can't choose yourself, by the way.
I wasn't going to.
Catherine saying Gary Neville. Melina saying Ryan. Sumin saying Gary Neville. Catherine saying Smugs. Prudy saying Bruno Fernandes. Fucking hell, I'm coming up here.
That's a good shout from G, by the way.
Have I missed it, or is it coming?
Yeah, she said Jose.
He is a bit ego, isn't he? Posh, Rosie saying Posh Bertie. Yeah, my name's up there again, and now your name's up there, mate. Yeah, my name's up there again. Ryan's name's up there. Kim Jong. Gary Neville.
Fair enough.
Jose, love this one. Max Branning.
I know who that is. I'm afraid my EastEnders knowledge is nowhere near as superior as yours. Like I said, I only know 3 characters: Phil Mitchell, Ian Beale, and the Queen herself, Pat Butcher. So,
yeah,
or Max Branning. That's 4. So,
Ross White saying Richard Keys. I didn't say Airy Hands, mate. Laura saying Chris Boyd. Rosie saying Branning. Nigger. Oh, yeah, Smugger again. Yeah, Nick's on repeat. Rosie saying Scott Brown. Celtic legend Scott Brown. Catherine saying Haaland. That's a good one.
Kanye West.
Sorry. Oh, Pep. Sumin saying Jose, 100%. Margaret saying Unai Emery. Your mate Emery.
Is he egotistical?
This is who should win it. Trump. It's over.
I'm not. Don't want to get political, but yeah, you're not wrong there.
Trump. Frank Butcher.
That's an EastEnders character, isn't it? Yeah.
Richard Coyce, Ali McCoyce, Richard Madley. Oh, I can't stand him. He's on my list. And his wife. Jamie O'Hara.
Yeah.
Eamon Holmes. Yeah, he's definitely on my list.
Piers Morgan's a good shout as well from Rosie.
He's a United fan, isn't he, Eamon Holmes?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Piers Morgan.
That's a good shout.
So, there you go. There's all your names. Who are you going for as the winner?
I'm surprised no one said Arteta. He's quite arrogant. I will say Jose Mourinho.
So there you go, Jose Mourinho. We have got a few others. I'm going to saying Kirky, saying Laura Kirk, Jason Cundy, and any Rangers player. But let's see who said Jose first.
It was G.
So yeah, congratulations, G. You are this week's winner of the name game. Pat Butcher's name game winner of the week. And then Charles Bronson's just pulled in at the back post. There you go. So there's the old name game. Oh, looking forward to this one, guys. It's the Mike Madness. So the Mike Check Madness of the week. So this week, 2 rants. First rant is going to be from Mr. Bertie. What is on your mind this week? What is something that's really got in your goat? What's pissed you off?
Well, we've avoided talking about this certain footballer for this segment. Our illustrious captain, Mr. Martin Odegaard. Now, 2-3 seasons ago, he was a very good player for us, arguably one of our best in our squad. But now he's not even a shadow of that. You know, the people that said he's a ghost in some games. In fact, he's a ghost in most games now. Every time he plays, it's like we're playing with 10 men. And I just don't... And you could tell our best performances have come when he's not been playing. When Eze's been playing, we've been better. And you could tell... I managed to see some of the... I didn't actually watch the game against Kairat because there was no point. It was basically a glorified friendly. But from what I heard and from what I saw in some of the highlights, the first half we played very well. Second half, the moment Odegaard came on, everything was slowed down. And I'm not surprised in the slightest. And this isn't just this season. We're going back to last season as well. He has not been good for us. And Tony Adams said, you're not going to win the league with Odegaard as captain. I'm afraid I think he's right. I think Declan Rice or Gabriel will be much better captains. And because I like my captains to be, you know, vocal leaders, like what Tony Adams was, what Patrick Vieira was. Declan Rice is that kind of captain for me. Odegaard, he's not. He's just weak. And the amount of times he's lost the ball in possession as well, I'm afraid he's not good. And you know what? If I could sell him next season, I would, because he's one of the many reasons to that as holding our attack back, because he just slows everything down. And like I said, every time he plays, it's like we're playing with 10 men. He's not good.
You got it all off your chest.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Ethan Wanyeri in 13 minutes did more than Odegaard has done in the best part of 2 years over the weekend.
So there you go, guys. There's the old Posh Bertie's rant of the week. Let's just see what it... here we go. So, Jason, Posh Bertie's attitude. I don't know what that's about.
You got it.
Oddie God says Sumin. Ghosty God says Anthony.
Yep.
Ross saying he can't argue that. Gunnar Nick saying I cannot believe I'm agreeing 100% with this. There you go, mate. Well, hold up with Mr. Kai Havertz. We'll hold up with him because obviously we're going to talk about him soon. But yeah, mine this week is not even that should be about Arsenal Football Club because that was the biggest thing that pissed me off. But I'll tell you what, something else that really pisses me off, mate, and it really does piss me off. Right? What would you say, like? Going into London on a Saturday and Sunday, would you say it's really busy in London on Saturday and Sundays? Like, you get anywhere. You go anywhere. It's chock-a-block, isn't it?
You think so?
Yeah. So same here. Right? You know the Kent area like I know the Kent area. So I get a train from Strood on the fast speed train.
Okay.
And every single weekend, right, they start putting on 6 coaches instead of 12 coaches. And it pisses me off, mate. Like, I paid, right, 30 odd quid to travel into London, yeah, right? And I'm standing. I can't even get a seat because actually they lay 6 coaches on instead of 12 coaches. Like, it absolutely pisses me off, mate. Every single weekend's the same. Why? Why can't it just be 12 coaches? Like, you stop off at about 16, 17 stations, yeah, right? Everyone wants to go into London at the weekend for whatever reasons, whether they're going to concerts, whether they're going to tribute nights, whether they're going for brunches, whether they're going for football, the amount of football clubs that play in London, the amount of people that are going in, the amount of people going out. And 6 coaches. And I'm standing there like a melon. I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. I actually don't get it. Like the amount of money we pay to get on a train, and they still can't sort it out. And it's one of my biggest bear bugs. It is one of my biggest bear bugs. I ain't lying, mate. Like, I pay 30 odd quid for train tickets, and I don't even get a seat for it.
It's not just a Kent or London thing. This happens at Taunton as well, where I am. They've cut the number of carriages. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know what to say.
Do you know what? I think I would vote for you here. I think you've got this.
Honestly, it just drains me, mate. It drains me. You know what I mean? Right. Let's see what everyone else thinks. Yeah, you lost already on that one.
Yeah.
Here comes the real rant.
Yeah, I didn't want to rant
this one. The amount of people who don't say thank you after you held the door for him. Oh, I'll make sure I say something. Or you're getting off the train at the last stop, which is like St Pancras in London, and you've got people trying to get on before you're getting off.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't do the classic like British nod, like
one of them.
Yep, one of them.
Train's not worth the pounds. They ain't, mate. They just go up all the time. Don't need to be a stewed on a train to look like a melon. Poor services, the trains. Oh, here we go. Of course you would, mate. Of course you would. Nice 12 carriages in Essex. He's trying to get his little rod out, mate. Ross saying Thames Link, just as bad. Yeah.
Jason.
Trains and railways ruining the UK. And the man of like, I get the works they have to do, mate. I get all the works they have to do. You know what I mean? They've got to be done at some point. Do you know what I mean? Or here's another one. G, or thank you for letting them through in the car. Immediately I called him the C word. Jason saying smug us to take a big leap to jump over the gap. Yeah. Anyone nearly fell down the gap?
Arsenal have 7 points. 4 comes 4.
On that note, guys, I think we'll move on to our next segment.
Yeah. You win that one,
it's supposed to be Mark Scott's question of the day, yeah, right? But I'm not going to include it. But someone's got a message from Mr. Scott, and Mr. Scott's gone missing tonight. By the way, has anyone noticed that Mr. Scott is not in the house? Our Tottenham friend is not in the house tonight, and when you see why, I think he's running scared. So, guys, this week a couple boys I know have got a little message from Mr. Scotty. I don't think they're his biggest fans. Let me show you the video. What are you going to do to him? You're going to bite his nose off, are you? Say teeth.
They're training them well.
There you go, mate. There you go. Bobby wants to bite Scotty's nose off, and he's gone missing. Where is he? Where's Scotty? It's like, where's Wally, isn't it? Like, where is he? Where is he? Yep, Tottenham fans do. Like, he's sitting 4th in the Champions League, and he goes running. G giving it a big boo. Where is our residential spud? Is it because he still hasn't brought you that Chinese? That's probably why.
There we go.
That is probably why.
Accountability.
G saying the Bobster and Billster. So yeah, Bob wants to bite his nose off, and Billy's continuing he's going to smash his teeth in, basically, giving him a big teeth.
What a tag team.
Yeah, actually, there you go. So yeah, no Scotty question of the week, but I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back next week. But yeah, a little message for him there. I wonder how he responds when he sees that. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, we'll move on to our next segment. which is obviously the legend of the week. So, guys, legend of the week. I'm going to let Posh, Mr. Bertie, have a little chat on this first. So I've gone for this week, mate. Mr. Kai Havertz.
You mean usually I haven't been Kai's biggest fan since he signed for us. However, he's been through a lot this year, this season. He had a long-term injury in August. He suffered some setbacks as well. And he comes back into the team and he goes and scores on his return. You know what? Fair play to him on that. And for someone who's been through a lot injury-wise, you got to give him your flowers. And he played very good link-up play with Gyökeres as well. So that could be one to look out for in the near future. So, like I said, even though if I'm not someone's biggest fan, if they do well, I'll mention it. And in that case, Kai Havertz did well against Kairat. I know it was a meaningless game, but for your return, it wasn't so bad. And he scored and he got an assist. So fair play to him on that. And I really hope if he gets more minutes, long may that continue.
I think he's going to be brilliant for Gyökeres. I think you see last night, like, I know we didn't win the game in the end, like we should have won the game, but it didn't really bother me, to be fair, last night.
Like I said, it was a glorified friendly.
Exactly.
It was
do you know what I mean? It's more for them than for us. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was nice to see a couple of youngsters come off the bench and get their debuts. But all in all, mate, like what I see in that first half with them two, it's what I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to say Smuggos knows best, but Smuggos knows best. And if you listen to the M5 show on Tuesday, I hit it right on the forehead. And it's not even hard to see that actually what Kai Havertz offers us is a player that can play in the 9, can play in the 8, and can play in the 10. He can play in all three positions. So him being behind a player like Gyökeres, he's going to bully them centre backs as well. He's going to push up like you see last night, and they can't physically shrug him off like they potentially would do to someone like Odegaard. Do you know what I mean? Or some other players that we potentially might have. But the guy is a top player. It's been always about for me getting the best out of him, and he done really well in that number. He done well. I'm not saying really well. He done well in the number 9 when we didn't have no one, because actually there was nothing else. But that's not his position. That's not his position. His position is where I see him last night. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's got the right forward. And did you see the difference in Gyökeres? He was just literally bouncing up and down, mate. They're like, it was like a totally different player.
I mean, it's almost as if you give Gyökeres the right service, he'll provide the goods for you. It's almost as if we've been saying that for so long. But yeah, I'm not going to get too carried away over Kai Havertz, because not only was it just one game, but it was a meaningless game. But you know, if he puts in performances like he did against Kairat for us regularly, then that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, his goal was quality as well. And that's the other thing you got to think about. He's going to pick up areas where actually he's not going to get picked up now, because actually Gyökeres is going to be getting picked up by them players. I see it a no-brainer. And I actually enjoyed the first half, and I actually enjoyed Eze being in that team as well. Do you know what I mean? It was just something different.
Yeah.
Something you could see. And I totally agree with you, mate. The opponents ain't great, so there's bigger games ahead. But soon we get Havertz in that team full time, the better for me.
Yeah, and as soon as we brought Odegaard on, it just slowed everything down. Coincidence? I think not.
I can't disagree. Ross White saying his goal was brilliant. Gunnar saying Havertz has been brilliant for us. We have missed him badly. Assuming, I just said that Eze was productive and contributing massively to the Kai Victor attack. Totally agree with you there, mate. I really liked that midfield last night. And I was just sitting there thinking, imagine Declan Rice sitting in that 6. Do you know what I mean? Like, in games, and you got Eze. Because probably one of my only issues with Dex at the moment is that I don't think he's naturally that left-hand sided player that we maybe need. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, Declan Rice is a number 6, right? who can push into the number 8 role. Do you know what I mean? I just don't think you need Subimendi and Rice in the same team all the time at home. I'm not away from home; it's a different ball game. But at home, be more adventurous. Do you know what I mean? Play Dex in the number 6. Play Eze in the left hand 8. Play Havertz on the other side. Do you know what I mean? Have Victor. Can you imagine when Saka's back? Like, to be fair, Madueke was poor last night. Imagine Saka's back in that team. You'll see a different
shot into Rose Ed.
Fun.
That quote unquote shot that went straight
not
even into Rose Ed, just out of the stadium.
Yeah, I think it went out of the stadium, mate, to be fair. Do gloom and doom be gone? I hope so. It was unpredictable, and that is the key for us going forward, definitely. Assuming Sam bang on. The biggest key to a title winning side is the spine, striker, DM, centre backs, and the keeper.
And also the biggest key to win. The biggest key to winning a title is a manager that's adventurous, and in the Premier League, we haven't seen that in the past few months.
Will he be adventurous though?
No.
I think he has to now. I think he's come out and put himself on the line by saying what he said the other day. He has to do it.
He has to, but like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. And we've just seen he only has one tactic. So yeah,
big game. Big game Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a must win.
Yeah, totally agree with Ross as well. Assuming Rice and Kay in front of Subi or Norgard. Norgard last night. Norgard had a bloody good game last night, by the way. Give him his flowers. I think there's someone else who deserves his flowers. An absolute top game.
Yeah.
And Jason Crossing, we got Super Mick Arteta.
Yeah,
he knows exactly what we need. Anyway, guys, that is that section done. We are now going to move on to the porridge section. So, guys, John Cross. The geezer's just a piece of work, mate, honestly. This is one guy I can't stand. This is one guy that really, really triggers me.
What did he do anything this week? Because
he done something.
I'm not aware of this.
He brought out a thing this morning, didn't he, or late last night, saying how Gyökeres is not good enough, and he proved it last night.
So the only striker that scored more goals than Gyökeres is Hugo Ekitike. So where are the articles on the other strikers? Where's the articles on Sesko? You know,
There isn't, because it doesn't reach John Cross's objective and agenda. John Cross has always had an agenda. The same John Cross that walks out with bags and bags of Arsenal stuff, by the way, when he walks out there at the football club or the training centre. Do you know what I mean? So he's happy to take, but he's happy to talk shit as well. Just can't stand the guy. Never have, never will, mate. Never will.
I can't say I read much of his articles, to be honest.
You're
more of an expert on this field than I am, so I'll take your word for it.
I didn't block the other account, and I need to get that back up and running. To be fair, I just think he's a devious old so and so. Prudy saying, Liam, are you still screening that picker mix? Screening, not screening. I'm quite confused at the moment, but I have got to look at this. Oh, look at my little luxury.
Look at that.
Can't beat a picker mix, Broody. Can't beat one. So yeah, John Cross. He is the porridge for this week. We're going to move on, guys. We have got a few segments left. We're now going to go into the John Cena Hush Your Go. So, John Cena Hush Your Gums of the week. Paul Scholes. What's your thoughts on Paul Scholes, Bertie?
As a player, fantastic. I know that he's said some things about Arsenal that you or maybe some of the pro-Arteta people might not like. But my issue with Paul Scholes is what he does with his daughter. And the less said about that, the better. Has that put you off your pick and mix by any chance?
Well, no, it was more, it was more what going
Yeah.
but bloody toe lick
That's
up.
my issue with Scholesy.
Prudy, Paul Scholes looks like my big toe when I get out of the bath.
And he's got a thing with big toes, so don't.
Margaret, knob. Yeah. Do you know what my problem is? And I've said it before, right? This is the same guy who never said a word when he was a player. Never done an interview, never done this, never done that. You should have just carried on the way you went off, mate, as a player, really. And you might have been a little bit more respected than what you are now. He just talks absolute crap, mate, half the time for me. And like, I know he said that if Arsenal win the league, it'd be the worst title ever, right? But then my argument is, so what happens if Man City or Aston Villa win the league? Is it the same that they won the worst title ever? Because I don't hear it any other way. I only hear it if Arsenal win the league. So what happens if Aston Villa win the league, Prosperity? Is that Aston Villa winning the worst league title ever? Because it's no different to win Leicester.
I think it would be quite a fitting culmination of the so-called process we've had under Arteta if Unai Emery wins the league before him. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
Mate, Unai Emery will play Mavropanos and fucking Jenkinson in a game that's going to get you top 4 at home to Palace and then lose 3-2.
I know, but he didn't have Gabriel and Saliba, though. That was the thing.
Wow, that's good. Well, yeah, maybe if he played fucking the 2 players he should have played that day, he might have had Gabriel and Saliba.
Yeah, no, I think I get the reason why people say, "Oh, if Arsenal win the league, they'll be undeserving champions." It's because our style of football isn't easy on the eye, and I do agree that our style of football is not the best most of the time. But the team that wins the league is the team that wins the most games, doesn't lose the most games at the end of the day. And I think Scholes also said once, on an unrelated note, that Tonali was better than Rice.
On that note, should we move on to the next segment?
Yeah.
There you go, mate. It says it all, doesn't it? Yeah, it is because how much he hates the Arsenal. Obviously, because between Arsenal and in the late years. But yeah, yes, wait, you are on the John Cena Hush Your Gums of the week. Right, we're going to go to our last full segment, which is the Desmond's predictions, the one that you've all been waiting for. Can Prosperity do what G couldn't and outmaster the master? Oh, Parrots has dropped. There you go. There it is. Just to remind everyone. And also, just to remind everyone, I'm 7-6 up against Jonesy at the moment as well. I'm looking to retain this for another year. Lovely jubbly. I'm not one of them egotistic kind of winners, Posh. I don't like to brag about my own success.
You're very humble.
Yeah, that's the word. That is the word. Let's have a quick look at everyone's saying. Skull should go back to chewing toes and do less talking. Yeah. Gully Nick, absolute stain of a human. Tonali next to Rice would be.
Tonali's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I think Rice is better.
Mate, do you think someone like Tonali would be? I think it'd be quite reasonable to try and get him, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you're not wrong there. But I'll worry about transfers come the summer.
Catherine, I do have to say, Posh is a better parrot than Smuggo.
Yeah, and he can make a noise as well. So,
absolute brilliant that one. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. By the way. So anyway, let me get my notes up so I can write the result. The results out. Have you got the fixtures?
Yes, I do. Would you like me to read them out?
Yeah, if you could do, mate, and then we'll crack on.
So first is Brighton versus Everton.
I'll let you go first on that one as you're the guest.
Ooh. I'll go for a 1-1.
So Posh has gone for a 1-1. Smuggo is going to go 2-1 Brighton. You see what everyone else is going in here? Oh, geez. Oh, I love this now. G's gone 2-0. Catherine's gone 2-1 Brighton. John Cross gone for 1-0. Prudy's gone for 1-0. Rosie's gone 2. Everyone's going for the 2 results. 2-1 Brighton. Gunnick 2-1 Brighton. Ross gone 2-0 Toffees. Sumin's gone 2-0. And Herbert's gone 2-1. Next game.
Next game is Leeds versus Arsenal.
Oh, mate. Right, I'll go first on this one. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
That's exactly what I was going to go with. I think we'll go 2-0 up, and then in the last 10 minutes we'll concede a silly goal. And 2-1 Arsenal.
You're not allowed to.
Have to win it.
You can't have the same result.
Oh, we can't have the same result. Okay, classic 1-0 to the Arsenal then.
You can go 1-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. 0-1. Next game. Oh, wait, let's see what everyone's got for Arsenal. Of goals. James Patterson's gone, good evening, mate. He's gone 2-1 Everton. Tarrett's gone 6-0. Guess he's on about Arsenal. Gunnick 3-1 Arsenal. Anthony Herbert 3-1 Arsenal. Beat's gone 3-1 Arsenal. Catherine 4-1 Arsenal. James Patterson 4-1 Arsenal. Rosie 8-2 Leeds. Prudy 2-1 Arsenal. Sumin 1-0 Arsenal. Jason Cross 5-1 Arsenal. Leeds to score 9 of the 10 goals. Georgina 3-1 Arsenal. Ross 2-1 Arsenal. Sorry, one sec, mate. Sorry, one sec. Rosie.
You just made the list!
Yep, she's on the list, sitting there bad-mouthing Arsenal. On our score segment, you have just made the list. And Margaret's gone 2-1 as well. And Ross has gone 2-1. So, next game.
Next game is Wolves versus Bournemouth.
We going for Posh? Oh, is it me? No, it's you.
That's a tough one. Why am I? Do you know what? I'm going for it. 2-1 Wolves. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, mate.
Wolves.
I fancy it, mate. I do fancy it. Smug. I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves. No, you got 2-1.
I also went 2-1.
2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
I'm going to go 2-0. I fancy him to do something there. Rosie 2-1 Wolves. Sumin's gone for a draw. Catherine's gone for a Desi. Anthony's gone for a 1-0. Prudy's gone 1-0. Ross has gone 1-0. Patterson's gone 3-0 Bournemouth. Georgina's gone 2-0 Bournemouth. Gunnick's gone 2-1 Bournemouth. Next game.
The next game is Chelsea versus West Ham. 5:30 kickoff.
I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea.
I was going to go 3-0 Chelsea.
3-0, yeah?
Yeah. Chelsea are in a good form at the moment, and we've got them very soon.
Roy's on 3-0 Chelsea. Andy's gone 3-2 Chelsea. Prudy's gone 2-0 West Ham. Gunnick's gone 3-1 Chelsea. James Patterson's gone 2-1 West Ham. Sumin's gone for a Desi. Georgina's gone 3-0 Chelsea. Catherine, that's either going to be 2-1 Chelsea or 4-0 Chelsea. Do you have any more guesses, Catherine? Jason 2-1 West Ham after European game. They did do Spurs 2-1 to be fair, didn't they? And Ross White 3-0 Chavs. Next game.
It's the 8 p.m. Liverpool versus Newcastle.
That'll be you first.
So I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. Right, let's have a look at this. Catherine going 1-0. Sumin going for a 3-3. Gunning it going for a Desi. Jason Cross going 3-2 Newcastle. Prudy going 3-2 Newcastle. Rosie going for a Desi. Ross White going 3-0. James Patterson going for a Desi. Georgina going for a draw 1-0. And Anthony going for a draw
1-0. Next game is on the Sunday. Aston Villa versus Brentford.
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa.
2-0 Villa, I was going to go with.
Rose gone 2-1 Villa. Catherine gone 2-1 Brentford. Gunnick 3-1 Brentford. Annie Herbert 2-1 Villa. Jesus. Georgina 2-1 Figure. Ross White 2-2 Desi. Sumin going for a Desi. James Patterson gone 1-0 Villa. Prudy gone 2-0 Villa. Rosie's calling out Jason, you're copying Prudy. And Jason's gone 2-0 Villa.
Next game, Man United versus Fulham. You see, after beating Man City and Arsenal in an impressive fashion, it would be the most Man United thing ever if they lost this game. But I don't think they will. I think they'll win 2-0.
Posh going 2-0. This game, I'm going to go 2-1. Just don't think they're that great in defence. We get 2-1 Man United, by the way. Georgina 2-1 Fulham. Catherine 2-1 Fulham. Jason Cross 2-1 Fulham. Nick 2-0 Fulham. Annie Herbert 2-0 Fulham. Rudy 5-0 Fulham. Simon 3-0. Jason Patterson 2-1 Fulham. Rosie 3-0 United. Ross White 2-0 Man United. Prudy, yeah, come on, he's called him out now. Yeah, he's been called out. And now he's saying trickster. Stop copying me. Damn, G and I are on the same wavelength, it seems. And Rosie and Jesse have got a complex. And is that all the games?
No, we've got 3 more to go. Next up is the Mateta Derby, Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace.
Oh.
You can go first.
I think they're in trouble, Palace, at the moment.
Yeah.
2-1 Forest.
I was going to go 3-1 Forest.
Going it 1-0. Going it 1-0. Ross White 0-0. Georgina 1-0 Palace. Catherine 2-1 Forest. Sumin 1-0. Prudy 0-0. Anthony Herbert 3-1. Rosie 1-0. James Patterson 1-0 Forest. Jason Cross 3-1 Forest.
And the penultimate game of this game week. It's a big one. Tottenham Hotspur versus Man City. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a Desmond here.
Whoa! I'm going 2-0 City. They'll just bend over.
Fair enough.
Gunner Nick 2-1 Spurs. Rosie 3-1 City. Georgina 2-0 City. Sumin 3-0. Matt Rantley 3-2 City. Prudy 2-0. Catherine 2-1 City. James Patterson 5-1. Ross White 4-0 City. Spurs are City's bogey team. Yeah, until Arsenal win the title race, Nick. Then we know what happens, mate. But even Son missing fucking one-on-ones deliberately.
Finally, Sunderland versus Burnley on Monday night. I went first last time, so you can go first on this one.
2-1 Sunderland.
3-0 Sunderland.
Let's have a look. Catherine 0-0. Sunderland 2-0, says Gunnar Nick. Sumin's gone for a Desi. Anthony Herbert's gone 2-0. Sunderland. Rhodes gone 2-1 Burnley. Prudy's gone 1-0 Sunderland. Jane's gone for 1-0. Ross White's gone 2-1 Sunderland. Trig's gone 2-1 Sunderland. Jason's gone 3-1 Sunderland. Right. Top goal. Who's going to score the most goals?
I think Ekatike will get both goals for Liverpool, so I'll go with him.
Good shout, that one, mate, to be fair. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Gyökeres.
That'd be good.
And how many goals are going to be scored?
Top of my head, 28.
Before we do that, let's see what everyone's top goal scorers are.
Lots of Haalands I'm seeing.
Semenion. Jason's gone Arteta. Semenion.
Sure about that.
Rudy's gone Havertz. Gonit's gone Gyökeres. Haaland. Rudy's gone David Raya. Rice. Torre. Now we get stupid. Arshavin. Right, you've got 28, yeah? Smurray's going to go for 29. And we are locked in. This can the old Posh Bertie overcome Smuggo in this week's challenge? We'll let you know next week the final results in that and who reigns supreme. We'll go on to our last couple of little segments. The first one's the MVP award of the week. So, the MVP winner of the week. So you get to choose one person, don't you, in the chat that you feel that deserves to be awarded this week.
Because of her amazing profile picture of me, I give it to Catherine.
Oh, there you go. Catherine is the winner from Posh Bertie. And as you're going to say that, I'm going to go for Rosie. She's got my one.
There you go.
Mate, they are good, these sweets, by the way. I'm sorry I can't share them.
I'm more of a Haribo Tangfastics kind of guy.
Oh, there are some Haribo Tangfastics. I'm eating Haribo jelly ones at the moment. Pretty saying, well done, Catherine. Well done, Catherine. Well done, Rosie. Well done, Rosie. So, yeah, well done to Catherine and Rosie. And now we'll go into the last segment, which is the Where's Wally? So, whenever there's good, there's also bad. Who are you giving your Wally one to this week?
Because he was praising Arteta after a loss to United, it's got to be Gunnar Nick. Got to be. No contest.
Gunnar Nick, you are this week's Wally of the week. I'm going to give it to someone, right? Who hasn't even participated in the show. He shit himself from a 3 and 1 year old. He bottled it. He bowed it. Scutty boy. He's a Wally of the week this week. Absolute Wally. I'm going to be interested to see how he returns next week. Let's see. Well done to El Smuggo's Angels. There might be a little breaking bit of news about the old El Smuggo's Angels as it goes. Yeah. Keep your eyes on the old. Keep your eyes on the socials. and we might wait and see. Jason Cross going Smugs. Is that the? Do you know what? I deserve it for actually. Do you know what? I'm going to give myself it as well. I'm going to be a Wally of the week for not getting up the Mal baddies in time. So poor form by me there, guys. So yeah, I'm going to go on the Where's Wally list as well. Ross saying Scotty's gone to get you that Chinese Yoji. He's such a tight bastard, mate. I tell you, absolute tight. Rose saying brilliant show, gents. Posh Bertie, you've done an awesome job.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant, mate. You are the Wally for losing the Sergio picks. I got them up in the end. And Jason Cross saying well done, Bertie, as well. But, mate, honestly, absolute cracking show. And it's been an absolute pleasure sharing it with you.
Absolutely. No, it was great being with you as well. It was, yeah. I'll never forget it for as long as I live.
Always emotional, mate. Always emotional. But look, mate, I am hoping, right, by the end of the season, we're all celebrating. And we're all
I'm hoping I'm proven wrong over Arteta. I'm hoping I am.
Mate, I guess we all got our fingers crossed, mate. We all got our fingers crossed. And look who it is late in the day. Old Gal Gooner's in the house.
What about you?
No idea what I missed. You missed absolute mayhem, mate. Rosie saying, I will piss myself if I find out you go off stream and you actually sound like Devil Boy.
You plonker, Rosie.
Oh, brilliant. No, mate, actually, you've done absolutely fantastic, mate. So thank you very much for coming on tonight. Obviously, thank you very much to absolutely everyone who's been in the stream tonight. As always, you guys are the stars of the show and make the show is what it is. So another cracking show. Obviously, Jonesy won't be back next week. We might get some answers in terms of a comeback. Maybe next week at some point. So we will be looking to install maybe someone or maybe a few people. There are going to be some talks later. That's all I'm going to say at the moment. But yeah, it could be an absolutely fantastic show next week. So keep your eyes on the socials. We'll see if we can get the contract signed and the dotted lines done, and we'll reveal within the socials hopefully over the weekend who's going to be participating on next week's show. But guys, as always, we do have to sadly say goodbye at some point of the night. I'm wishing you all a happy weekend, and this going to smash Leeds at Ellen Road. Good night.
Come on.